Electrodes out, let's take a look. Hi everyone, welcome to 16 Figure Focus, and in this video we're going to take a look at the newly released Hot Toys 1/6 scale Electro from Spider-Man No Way Home. This is based on the likeness of the actor Jamie Foxx, and also based from, it's $285, and it's available now in Hong Kong anyway. Sideshow might take a couple of days or weeks. So look, first impressions at the head sculpt's pretty damn good. I can definitely see Jamie Foxx here. Doesn't come with a rolling eyes function, but you know, neither did the prototype. The arc reactor lights up. It comes with a bunch of those kind of yellow electricity plastic effects, which if you've been following the channel, you know I'm not a fan of them. But look, let's take a look at this particular figure. The No Way Home line is particularly expensive now. I think it's like $4 if you're going to get everything. I'm interested in this line. But I am cherry picking like I normally do certain parts. I've got the Hobo Goblin on order, got the Doc Ock, I'm still actually hyped, but the Doc Ock, despite that substandard head sculpt, but the rest of the figure looks spectacular. This one, haven't pre-ordered yet. It's not on the wish list. I don't intend on getting it, but I don't know, I think the more figures I get in from the No Way Home line, like, I mean, I do want Andrew, Tom, and the integrated suit, and I do want like that final swing suit, you know, the kind of shiny blue and red one that comes with the fantastic Tom Holland head sculpt, and that snowy kind of snow top building. Because I gotta say, I think Spider-Man No Way Home is the best Spider-Man movie that's ever come out. I know a lot of people like Spider-Man 2, but I'm not an Andrew or a Tobey fan. Although this movie definitely gave me a newfound respect for Andrew and Tobey. It's interesting because I would have grown up with the Tobey Maguire movies, but I never really liked them. But anyway, so this particular figure, first impressions, looks fantastic. If I was to pick this up, I wouldn't be displaying it with those plastic pieces. It just kind of, it does look like a starfish. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make the electricity look like that kind of mass that he would have had in the comics. And I think that's, you know, I really like when MCU do that. Instead of doing straight lifts, because if they lifted everything straight from the pages of the comics and put it on the screen, it simply wouldn't work. It would look like you get those pajama Loki, like the classic Loki. I like that they did that in Loki because it's kind of like a nod to the hardcore comic fans, but let's face it, like everyone wearing their pajamas, like even like the Avengers 2012 Captain America suit, the first Avenger one, just, you know, it's nice they did it, but I'm glad that that wasn't his suit going forward. I mean, it pales obviously compared to the kind of modern look of the Endgame suit or the stealth suit. But that's what they're doing here. I think it's a nice touch. I like that they do it in the movie, but it's just those plastic effects. These are high-end collectibles. They should look like 6 scale versions of what we see on the screen. And more often than not, they get pretty damn close. But those electricity effects, they just really take me out of it. So I wouldn't be using them if I was to pick this up. I think the head sculpt's pretty damn good. I don't think it's the greatest head sculpt I've ever seen, but I do think it's strong. I can definitely see Jamie Foxx there. This figure is definitely a lot better than the version from, was it the Amazing Spider-Man 2, the blue one? Wasn't a fan of that. So here we got like a Doc Ock tentacle grabbing him. So this is probably emulating that scene from the, you know, the Statue of Liberty scene where he eventually takes the arc reactor off him and depowers him. So I'm just trying to get better looks. I love the cabling here. I said in the pre-order preview video that I put up when this was first put up for pre-order, I really like just the simplicity of the outfit. He's basically wearing a jumpsuit, some kind of knockoff, what are they, caterpillar or shoes? There's a word from, not cats. It'll come to me. The boots that he had, Timberlands. Yeah, they're kind of knockoff versions that he has. The boiler suit, and then that's all this cabling and the Stark Tech. And I thought it was interesting bringing the Stark Tech into it. I actually still quite like that. I know some people are kind of sick of the whole Stark Tech thing, but I actually like that take. So the yellow and the yellow and black cabling is really going to pop. Now, from what I understand, the actual electricity effects, they're just yellow plastic. They don't actually light up. However, the arc reactor does. You'd expect that to light up now, to be honest. So there you can see him kind of head to toe there. It's got those kind of knockoff Timberlands, kind of like cargo pants, and it's almost like it's a t-shirt really. It's not necessarily a boiler suit, so it's cargo pants and kind of like some sort of a t-shirt, you know. So he's kind of like an electrician on steroids. I like all the buckles and the straps, and even those things, they kind of look like gauntlets almost on his right wrist there and his left wrist. And of course you can see the arc reactor getting powered into all the cabling and stuff here. Just want to zoom in and take a closer look at this. Next to him then, I believe that is the Andrew suit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Andrew. Yeah, it makes sense because they were in Spider-Man 2 together. So even like the definition here on the arm, like Jamie Foxx, he's a pretty big guy, so they could have just put these arms in and just kind of had him like a bit flat, like, but it would have been a bit too obvious. So I like the way they've given us a bit of muscle definition and texture there. Kind of almost see like a bit of a vein coming through there. Makes it a lot realer. The photographer here has done a good job at hiding the joints. I'm pretty sure these, I can kind of see a joint there, but I'm pretty sure these are jointed arms. They're not seamless. And I don't mind that in this case because a lot of this cables and the stuff around it, these gauntlets are going to hide that hopefully. I think the strap in the middle there, put that over strategically over the elbow and it should hide it. I can't see the joints here. This figure, the prototype was jointed, but I can't see the joints here. That looks pretty cool. Like it does take me out of it because of these yellow plastic pieces. It does kind of, now this does not look like a Marvel Legends. The head sculpt is on point, the proportions are on point, the outfit, the arc reactor, the cable, the cables, the Timberlands, the fact that the arc reactor lights up, particularly that head sculpt, even though it doesn't have moving eyes. Like I said, the prototype didn't have moving eyes. So like everything looks good, but when you clip on these pieces, it does look, you know, it does look like a toy. And when you take them off, it looks a lot realer. But I still think it's a good inclusion for people who maybe want this for photography purposes, or maybe they want to pose it up like that. I personally wouldn't do that. They'd stay in the box. Fantastic head sculpt there. I don't think this is right. I don't think this is a mind-blowing head sculpt. I think it's a good head sculpt. I think it's a very strong head sculpt. I'd probably give it an 8 or a 9. I don't think I'd give it the 10, but it is pretty damn good. Love this belt here, this kind of metal belt, and even like see all these cables and hoses plugging into different parts of this arc reactor. Actually, just looking at here, this strap, the way it comes across like this with the arc reactor on it. I've got the Mech Test Tony 2.0 here, and it's very similar. It has that cross shoulder strap and the arc reactor there held in place. Yeah, I gotta say, that's pretty damn good. That is pretty damn good. It's up there. That's a great photo. You can see like the texture in the hair, the wrinkles on his forehead, those 2 wrinkles. You can see pores and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty damn good. I gotta say. Kind of leaning towards a 9. This is my first reaction because I saw it on Instagram, but you know, I was at work and I was busy and stuff like that, and I didn't want to look at it properly. So I kind of got the gist of it there this morning and kind of looked at it. But you know, on your phone, you don't appreciate it as much. I think you need the full laptop screen. You can zoom in and stuff like that and appreciate all the different subtleties and textures. Yeah, definitely no mistake who this is. I do think it is a strong sculpt. I actually want to go back to the start of these photos. So I kind of want to go back to the very start. I'm not sure what the start is. I'm just going to keep going this way. Yeah, head sculpt good, proportions good. I can see the joint there. So yeah, so they are jointed just like the prototype was. But with this middle strap on the elbow, you can pose that away, and you'll never know really if you pose it correctly. You in such a way to hide that those joints. I really like the kind of metallic belt he's got going on here, and even like the way like what this hose comes from, say, behind his back, underneath his right armpit, and then plugs into this metal piece in the front. All those little touches and stuff like that. Like, it's not a figure I'm particularly excited about. Like I said, I don't have plans to pick this one up. So far, in hand, I've got the battling version Spider-Man. So it's the upgraded suit with a bit of damage, and not necessarily damage. I nickname it kind of oil change Spider-Man. It looks like he was changing his oil, and it's covered in oil. There's a few kind of like scuffs on it, but it's not real battle damage. But anyway, there's that with the diorama base and the Machina de Cadavis. And then on pre-order, I'm waiting for that Doc Ock and the Hobo Goblin to drop. I know Doc Ock has dropped, so I'm waiting for that to get in. The Hobo Goblin, the Final Swing Spider-Man, and then Andrew, Toby, and the integrated suit, because I want to pose them together. So I'm going you know, heavier than normal into the line. I'm not going to complete the line. There's definitely going to be pieces I'd leave out, but like I'm not going to get the original Green Goblin. But this here is one I haven't entirely made up my mind. It's not on my pre-order list. I haven't pre-ordered this. It's not on my wish list. But you never know, if I see it in the future for the deal, I might consider it. I don't think I will. I don't think I need this into my collection. I got it at 3 main villains. I just think Doc Ock and that Hobo Goblin are far more exciting, but I still thought this guy was great in No Way Home. I just had a really good experience at No Way Home in the cinema, particularly on opening night, and as it progressed then I went to see it 2 or 3 times, and just really good rewatchability, repeat viewing and stuff like that. And I have it on Apple TV or Disney Plus or one of them, like, and I do every now and then go back to it. Just I like movies that you go back and you'll still enjoy it. Kind of reminds me of Christmas time as well, from when it came out around then. Yeah, look, good head sculpt, good proportions. The outfit looks good. I like the way the arc reactor lights up. I think they've delivered here. Yeah, so I have it for those who are getting it. Not on my wish list at the moment, but yeah, who knows what the future might hold. So for the moment, it's a pass for me, but I think they've done a great job. Look, that's it. If you want to support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know if you're picking this guy up or not. You can also follow me on Instagram and X. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.